Welcome to another Elkins travel adventure. Have you ever stumbled across one of those little beach towns that instantly makes you wonder why everyone isn't talking about it? That was Port St. Joe for us. We came expecting a relaxing camping trip and left wondering why we've waited so long to visit. Between quiet beaches, amazing seafood, incredible desserts, friendly locals, and one of the prettiest campgrounds we've stayed at, this little slice of Florida completely surprised us. So come spend a few days with us exploring Port St. Joe and nearby St. George Island. Pulled into our campsite, I knew we'd picked a good one. One of my favorite things about this location was just how private it was, because we were the only site next to this house. There weren't campers stacked on top of each other, and directly from us, nothing, just the beautiful coastal views. It almost felt like having our own private little piece of paradise. What's really unique is that if camping isn't your thing, you can actually rent the beach house that's on the property too. So whether you're bringing an RV or just looking for a beach vacation, you've got options. And for all you fellow dog lovers, the beach here is dog friendly. That immediately made this trip even better because our 3 pups could enjoy vacation with us instead of staying at home. Before we start exploring, here's something really interesting about Port St. Joe. This wasn't always just a sleepy beach town. Back in the early 1900s, it was actually one of Florida's busiest port cities, thanks to the lumber industry. Later, it became known for paper manufacturing, but today it's transformed into one of Florida's hidden Gulf Coast gems. Unlike many crowded beach destinations, Port St. Joe still just has a small town coastal charm. No huge skyscrapers, no overwhelming traffic, just friendly people, beautiful beaches, locally owned businesses, and plenty of places to relax. This is the kind of town we were looking for, and we loved it. Of course, our first stop had to involve food, because calories don't count on vacation, right? So we headed into downtown Port St. Joe to a little donut shop called Sweet Buns. And this place was adorable. They don't just make donuts, they have specialty coffees, dirty sodas, unique drinks, and shelves filled with that local product like the blue-eyed girl honey, which of course we got some. One thing you'll quickly notice while visiting Port St. Joe is how proud the area is of their local honey. We'll talk more about why later because it's actually pretty fascinating. We grabbed a variety of donuts and drinks before heading outside to enjoy them on their cute little patio. There's just something about eating fresh donuts outside on a Florida morning that feels just right. So after breakfast, we walked around this cute downtown. One thing I appreciated was how walkable everything is. There's little boutiques, restaurants, coffee shops, little art gallery, and just enough to keep you exploring without feeling rushed. We checked out Sister's Bistro, walked past Joe Coffee Shop, and just soaked in the relaxed atmosphere. It isn't a flashy town, it isn't overdeveloped, it just feels authentic. Later that afternoon, we took the bikes out and explored the nearby neighborhood. One thing that caught my attention was how many permanent RV setups there were. People had created these amazing campsites with decorative awnings, outdoor furniture, some cute landscaping, even some boat storage. It wasn't just somewhere people parked their RV, it felt like a real beach community. You could absolutely picture spending months here during the winter. One thing we discovered very quickly, our campsite was incredibly close to Shipwreck Raw Bar. This place had great reviews and a delicious looking menu, so we knew that this meant our lunch would be easy for us today. This place is known for their fresh seafood, oysters, and some specialty drinks. We loved that we could just walk over here. They had some of the best food. It was fantastic. We tried the fried shrimp, the grouper, and the grilled mahi-mahi today. But they're also known for their specialty drink. It's a margarita made with local Tupelo honey. Yes, honey and a margarita. And honestly, it works. The food was fantastic. Fresh seafood always tastes better near the water. I'm just convinced that's scientific fact. We also were craving some crab legs, but we learned that they only serve crab legs at dinner, and you better get there as soon as they open if you don't want to have to wait an hour. So we made a point that we were going to come back for dinner one day for that. Some beach time. The corgis, Barry and Rocky, they absolutely love the water. The second they saw the beach, they were ready to run. Meanwhile, little Philippe, our mini golden doodle, he had completely different opinion about it. Every time a wave would come near him, he would kind of run off. It honestly was hilarious. Barry and Rocky were chasing the waves, and Philippe was trying to negotiate with them from dry land. Watching all three personalities come out at the beach may have been one of our favorite moments of the trip.
You don't like it? He ran when the waves came up. It was funny. You don't like it?
Evening, we headed back into town for dinner at Joe Mama's wood-fired kitchen. If you love pizza, definitely put this on your list. Wood-fired pizza just hits differently. Everything tasted so fresh here. The atmosphere was relaxed, and after spending all day outside, it was exactly what we wanted. They had some delicious options of pizzas. Love that wood-fired. And they also had some specialty drinks as well. It was so delicious. Then right outside was some ice cream. So dessert, Aaliyah's pregnant and she was craving a big scoop. So she got her waffle cone with some sprinkles. Next morning, we decided to take a short drive over to St. George Island. If you've never been, it's about an hour away and absolutely worth the trip. As we drove onto the island, huge brown pelicans were soaring around the car. They're such impressive birds. With wingspans reaching over 7 feet, they're one of the largest birds you'll regularly see along Florida's Gulf Coast. So watching them glide effortlessly over the road almost felt like they were welcoming us in. Our destination was Dr. Julian G. Bruce, St. George Island State Park. If you love natural beaches, you'll love this place. Unlike many developed beach towns, much of the island has remained beautifully untouched. Driving through the campground, we found some really nice campsites nestled among the dunes. The sand here is just so soft and the water crystal clear. While we were relaxing, we spotted dolphins playing offshore. Those moments never get old. And then my beach snack, some Fritos and bean dip. What's your favorite beach snack? Sometimes the simplest beach snacks are the best beach snacks. While walking along the shoreline, we also found one of the coolest sand sculptures. Someone had created a giant alligator completely out of sand, and the amount of detail was incredible. Well, eventually we worked up an appetite again. I know, you're shocked. And I love trying to find local coastal restaurants. And so we found one. And so this one was simply called Family Coastal Restaurant. So we had to go try it. And as soon as we got there, we saw they had a great menu and lots of things for anyone to try. But of course, we're here for the seafood. So if you've never had blue crab claws, they're sweet, tender, and absolutely delicious. Also tried this bacon wrapped shrimp. So they had lots of great things. The fried grouper, not to sleep on that either. That was so good. Later that afternoon, they had gone on a bike ride and Andy surprised me with a frozen key lime pie from the Sugar Shack. If you've never tried frozen key lime pie, imagine everything you love about key lime pie, but ice cream cold. It was a perfect treat after a warm beach day. Andy also sampled a few of their other desserts, so no complaints from either of us. Alright, so we're back in Port St. Joe again, and we couldn't resist one more coffee stop. This time at Bayside Cafe. So we grabbed some coffee, and somehow German chocolate cake ended up on our table too. I've absolutely no idea how that happened. Total mystery, except it looked delicious. And this cake was incredible. Moist, rich, loaded with coconut and pecans, and definitely worth saving room for. We stopped by Port St. Joe Welcome Center, and honestly, don't skip this. They've done such a nice job showcasing everything the area has to offer. We learned more about the Tupelo honey. Unlike many types of honey, Tupelo honey comes primarily from the blossoms of the white Tupelo gum tree that grows in the nearby river basins. And it's prized because it has a buttery flavor, stays liquid much longer than regular honey, and is considered one of the finest honeys in the world. And yes, we bought several bottles, and it is so delicious. They were so right. The Welcome Center also has exhibits about the local wildlife, like the beaches, the golf courses, fishing, boating, and nearby Cape San Blas. If you're planning activities for your trip, it's always great to stop by the Welcome Center to see what all kinds of things are offered. Of course, we couldn't leave without one more beach visit. Andy decided to try his luck fishing while also attempting to catch blue crabs. Unfortunately, the blue crabs had other plans. No crabs came home with us, but honestly, sitting by the water with a fishing pole is never really a bad idea, is it? Okay, we went to Shipwreck Raw Bar, got there right when they opened. And this time, crab legs, fresh fish, and another fantastic meal. Sometimes when you find a great restaurant, you don't need to keep searching. So we got there about 20 minutes early, got right in, and got the crab legs. And if you're planning on visit, you better get there early because they were right. There would be an hour wait because that place filled up quick. One more evening walk on the beach before we had to head home. And we found the cutest land turtle enjoying going out and riding the waves back in. We watched him for an hour while the sun was setting. This was so funny. But just a few things about Port St. Joe. It may not be the first Florida beach town that comes to mind, but maybe it should be. If you're looking for crowded beaches and towering condos, this isn't for you. But if you're looking for peaceful beaches, dog-friendly shores, some fresh seafood, some friendly locals, these beautiful sunsets, and that classic old Florida charm, Port St. Joe might become one of your favorite hidden gems too. If you've visited Port St. Joe, let me know your favorite place in the comments because we'd love another excuse to come back. If you enjoyed exploring with us, don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more campground reviews, hidden beach towns, even Disney adventures, cruises, and family travel. And I'll see you in the next adventure. Yes, vacation always has to end, but before leaving, there was one final stop that simply had to happen, Sweet Buns. One more donut run before heading home, and no regrets. Follow us for more adventures. And what's the ETA to your next adventure?